if you guys don't subscribe to the Patreon, you probably don't even know the Havre de Grace debacle yet. You don't know the massacre that happened in Havre de Grace. So we want to explain all of that to you today. And, we've got a new target. Dat Phan is our enemy now.
Yes.
He made it very clear what he thinks of all of you by telling you what he thinks of me and the fine folks that were there, the handful of us. He was really speaking to all of us. So take it personally if you'd like, because I think you should. I think it was directed at all of you. So we do have the meat of that Patreon episode is on YouTube right now if you want to check that out. So make sure you do it. But the gist of it essentially was that in Havre de Grace, we had a hell of a time. We've got some audio that's going to prove what a great time we had and what great audience members we were. And at some point during the show, Dat Phan noticed the laughs that Tom Myers was getting and I guess got jealous or protective or something. He didn't like it. And he told security that he can, as you heard in the intro, kick those incels out anytime you want. And surprisingly, the 90-year-old women were like, yeah, we're not going to do that right now. But thanks for giving us the edict. Who the fuck do you think you are?
A respectable bunch that's laughing real hard. Yeah, we'll get rid of them right now.
Yeah. The 40% of the laughs in the room, if not more. So I guess we should start with that right out of the gate. So we're in Havre de Grace. Whole story's on Patreon. Go subscribe if you'd like to hear that. blindmike.net is where you can find the Patreon, all the free links. Apple, Spotify, YouTube for this show, as well as Why You Laughing, and Who Are These Socials that I do with Carl. So check all those programs out if you'd be so kind. And if you like those, subscribe to the Patreon because we do things like that on there. And I think we're going to break down at some point all of the audio that we have. We have most of the show, except oddly, we don't have the real smoking gun where Dat Phan acknowledges us and says that we were there to tease Tom Myers. That's like the only part of the show we don't have for some reason. But we have the rest of it, and I think it's worth going through. But I just wanted to prove a point today. Now, Tom Myers is a friend of mine, as you learned. I think there's a chance we end up doing a podcast together, or maybe we just keep it private and vacation together. Who knows where this relationship will go? But we became good pals, and I don't want to play too much of his set because who knows if he's gearing up for a special. But I know some of it he's done before. Some of it's material he's done, on his podcast and things. So I feel comfortable in playing some of that for that reason. It's really just rationalizing because I like Tom Myers now. So it's rationalizing why we're fucking him over here.
Right.
But I wanted to play some audio just to get everything out on the table because you guys might be thinking, hey, Mike thinks he was a great audience member. He was probably an asshole. Au contraire, my friend. Let's play it. This is from the Havre de Grace Opera House. This is the intro to the show.
Host for the evening. He has toured all over the country. He's been doing comedy for a long time. And everybody, please give a great big warm Havre de Grace welcome for your host this evening, Tom Myers.
I mean, Carl, what type of venue would you think that was in? That's an arena pop.
That is a big pop. I'm Craig, by the way.
What did I call you?
Carl.
Oh, wishful thinking.
I know what you prefer.
I originally was going to say Kirk, and then I was like, no, he wouldn't be on this show.
No. I guess before this, just remind everyone that there was an issue with the beginning of the show timing.
Oh, that's important to note. Yeah, remember we told you that they sent us an email that said 7. We all thought the show started at 7. That wasn't the case. And while it got a little hot, people got a little hot under the collar there. Temperatures were high. Tom Myers is going to ease that tension a little bit with a little humor.
Thank you all so much for coming out. Some of you got here a little early. I know there was a little bit of confusion about the start time of the show. They wanted me to make another announcement. Actually, the show starts at 9. So if you want to go out and get some a drink, get really snookered, we'll all be a lot funnier with that, I promise. So, no, thank you.
You might recognize that laugh.
You just sounded disgusted. I would never leave.
As I said on the Patreon show, a lot of people have accused me of having a fake laugh at times, and I would suggest that only the people at that show now know what that would sound like.
And soon you all.
Yes.
It's actually been a pretty big year for me because I had a milestone birthday. I just turned 40 this year. Woo! I was born in late January of 1983, so I was born in what's known as the lunar year of the dog, which is fitting because without warning, I will go ahead and dry hump your leg at random.
No.
All right. They weren't all huge pops.
It was just you, it sounded like.
I couldn't do all the work, for Christ's sake. I got the intro going pretty good.
Drew Peeball sent a super chat with no message. It was just $20.
I think that's just like, he was part of it, just supporting a brother in arms. Drew Peeballs and I that was something. We bond. That was a friendship blossoming, I think.
It's maybe the funniest name on Twitter.
I don't even think of it that way. I just think of him as Drew now.
Just Drew PB.
If I lived in Virginia, he'd be co-hosting the show. We'd be getting maybe not even. Maybe we'd just be getting breakfast together every day or something like that. I think we're buddies.
Down on birthdays about getting older, but I'm not. I love birthdays. Some of my greatest memories happened on my birthday. My 18th birthday, my uncle got me a lap dance.
Woo! Yeah!
I tipped him $10. He was actually
Justin's the one. Well, I don't know. Anyone could be taping this. I have no idea. I'm not implicating anybody, but I think Justin may have been close to the microphone.
I think he was awfully close, maybe right on top of it. That's why I'm not actually showing the video, because the phone may or may not be in someone's pocket.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's about turning 40, of course. It's not so much that, when you get to be 40, you have to pay to have someone put their finger up your ass. It's just that it's going to be the first time I'll have to do it for medical purposes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to get the people going here. All right, skip ahead a little bit. I want to get this Oregon Trail joke because I think that was the biggest ovation of the night. Because Tom's really feeling that's where I felt the Michael Scott moment, where the episode where Michael Scott's addressing the shareholders when Dunder Mifflin is facing bankruptcy.
Yeah,
and Michael Scott gets on the stage and he's just feeling it. We are going carbon neutral, and he's doing the twirl and he's getting a round of applause. This was his Michael Scott moment, I felt like.
Ways to die. I'll tell you why, because to play Oregon Trail, what you do is you collect a family, you buy supplies, and you travel from Independence, Missouri to Oregon. That's the game. It was before Xbox Live. Sue me, all right? But there was no cool ways to die.
Boy, my laugh really stands out in this audience.
You can be loud just in general, but when you're like, I'm gonna really amplify right now.
For context, I'm at least 10 rows behind Justin.
Super chat from Box Eating Dad. Where was Craig on January 6th? Great question.
Do you want to answer that before we move on?
I can't legally do that.
Well, you look through the pictures.
Trail, because a lot of these kids today, they have games where you could like die in battle, you could get shot to death, die all sorts of cool ways. Oregon Trail, the only ways you could die were typhoid and dysentery. Like kids today,
I'm gonna be honest right now. So far, it feels like a moment where, like, I'm trying to think of a good example, but to us, it felt like we were seeing the Beatles at Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
And now listening to the audio, it was maybe a little different.
No, it picks up. It for sure.
Okay, good.
From a place of glory, my generation, contaminated food and bloody diarrhea. Oh my God. Don't play games like Oregon Trail anymore.
You're making the audience laugh harder than he is.
Thank you. Right? I'm delivering.
Yes.
No, all our games had to be educational. And I remember there was this one computer game we were playing. It was about mammals. And the object of the game was you would go ahead and click on the name of the mammal, and it would tell you how to pronounce the name of the mammal when you clicked on the name. Sounds pretty cool, right? There were a couple problems there. They had one of the animals they had was a donkey, but they didn't call it a donkey. They called it an ass.
No.
We didn't see it going there.
I don't think Justin did. Suburban Tug Time, $2. Jazz for Friday, Bimp. I think he meant BMP, but wrote Bimp.
Oh, well, thank you, buddy. We're all jazzed.
Oh, super.
Do you know that there's a mammal called a dick?
What? No.
Now, hold on, Craig, as an outside observer, you weren't there. Are we being assholes? Like, this is all in good fun so far.
So he can't see you, I'm guessing, from the stage.
Right. Well, the lights were on.
Completely?
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like dimmed a little bit, I guess, but they were on.
All right. So typically you can't really see that far from the stage.
Yeah.
So normally I'd be like, he's just blindly killing.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, there's no reason. Like, we are going like, oh God. But if you think, here's my thing. If you think these jokes are funny, because like if you wrote these jokes, you think they're funny, I assume. You're telling them on stage, you think they must work. There's no reason to assume that the reaction you're getting is sarcastic, right?
No.
All right.
And even if you found out you drove from Boston to pay to see him, I think you'd be fine. Plus, he did talk to you after. So if he did,
He was excited that we came from Boston.
There you go.
It's a species of antelope. So you get like 30 middle schoolers, 30 public middle schoolers, 30 Harford County public.
That's not even us. See, we got the energy up so much that it was infectious.
You were definitely laughing in there.
Oh, maybe. Let's rewind. Let me hear that again.
Hold on.
It's true. It's a species of antelope. So you get like 30 middle schoolers, 30 public middle schoolers, 30 Harford County.
That's you.
In one room. Here's what you get. Ass, dick, ass, ass, dick, ass, 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 dick.
Listen as this goes along.
Dick, ass, 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 dick, ass, ass, dick, ass. I don't have that much material, so I'm just trying to fill time. Dick, ass, ass, dick. Then he goes on the one kid, black foot girl. Dick, ass, ass, dick.
There we go.
We're the last class. We're the first and last class to ever use that program. Because we kept incorporating it into our conversations, you know. Boy, Vice Principal Bauer is a real dick. Jenny Ramirez in math class, she has a nice ass. You know, it was relaxed. It was before people were woke, before people became PC, all that fun stuff. We were all horny. We were all like horny kids.
You're all horny?
At least I was. My mother would come into my bedroom and be like, Tom, do you have a lava lamp on in here? What is this?
What?
Lava lamp, Mom.
I gotta say, I remember this so much differently.
Well, if you
I was so confident that I didn't listen to it beforehand. I was just like, he crushes here.
if it goes up and down, but if you can hear the one laugh that's really laughing, it is you. So you just block it out.
That's certainly me. Can we maybe go to the end of his set and hear his ovation when he gets off?
You don't want to hear the thing that we
Oh, I
played?
do. I want to hear that as well. Let's go to that first.
Okay. I think it's about here.
If I want to see a Woody, I want it to be a 34 wagon. All right, that was for my aforementioned silent generation peeps in the crowd. I gotta appeal to everybody these days, you know. But no, doing comedy is fun. I have a lot of fans. I have a lot of supporters. I get a lot of pretty weird DMs though. Like this one person came in my Instagram DMs and he actually asked this. He asked, "Hey Tom, when are you gonna start being funny?" And I said, "Probably when I stop banging your mom."
I want to rewind it again because you can hear your laugh pierce through the room, and then Justin just screams, "God his ass!"
I gotta tell you, that's how overjoyed I was. It was almost. Now I'm feeling like I had like a psychedelic experience or something. Because I have such a memory of this that like we were lifting Tom up on our shoulders and carrying him through. It doesn't quite translate to that. It's just me laughing.
Do you want to go back to his special and listen to the crowd not reacting at all?
Well, that's we got to hear the ovation for him getting off stage.
Hold on, I want to hear that Justin got his ass because it's a beautiful combination. It's like a right left of you.
This
laughing.
is support. If you want to look at this any other way than support, it's foreign to me. I have no idea where the fuck you're from.
And I said, probably when I stop banging your mom.
I
mean, that's pure. That hit me in the gut.
It's beautiful. Actually, I don't know.
I didn't see it go in that direction.
I wonder if him getting off is on here. That might be a Patreon thing. I might have cut it in the wrong spot.
Oh no! Come on.
Let's see. Hold on. I can pull up the full video. Give me a second.
Hails from the magical place known as Bel Air, Maryland, here in Havre County. But
there it is.
Most female comedians, I don't get unsolicited dick pics in my inbox because I ask for them. Havre Grace, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Boys.
All right.
Guys, enough.
Chef Lewis super chat. Memories, $5.
Chef Lewis was there. I wonder if he had the same experience where he's like, no, I swear we were louder. But loud or not, is that a disrespectful audience, would you say?
No.
Guys, in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong. That seemed perfectly fine to me.
I mean, now it is. At the time, no.
Well, in hindsight, sure.